Hello class, this is Demetrius Wilson with BA132, Computer Applications for Managers. We're now on to Chapter 2, Internet Research. After going through this slide and reviewing it, I feel like all of you could probably, give a presentation on Chapter 2, especially the younger ones in the class who have grown up using internet searches and internet research. But nevertheless, we will go through it. Some of us don't, or not some of us, but some may not have as extensive knowledge and or experience on computers. So we'll go through it. It won't be very long. Just talk about mostly searching for different things via the internet. So internet research, identifying and understanding web browser basics. Understand a little bit more about which browser you use. May not even know what a browser is. Conducting searches on the web, searching for images, very easy on Google, which we'll show a little bit later in the PowerPoint presentation, and understanding a variety of tools to modify and narrow your searches, which is kind of what you want to do. Obviously, Google can't jump in your brain. Sometimes it feels like they do, but you want to narrow and modify those searches. So the internet browsers, Google Chrome, that's my browser of choice. Mozilla Firefox, use it sometimes. Apple Safari, use that as well, just because, like I said, my desktop here is a Mac, and then Microsoft Edge. Typically don't use that unless necessary, but I will tell you at work there are some programs that I have to use a Microsoft Edge or Internet Explorer for. Browser tools. So in Chrome, you have arrow to previous or recent web pages. See right there for one. Right, I like how they put the numbers here. Refresh button reloads the web page. That's where 2. 3, new tab, right? So you can just open up a new tab, and that's how mine looks at work. It's a bunch of tabs like all the way across because I have to use different programs. Address bar, right there. That's what you're currently viewing. Resizing is over here where you can change it. And menu drop down is 6. That's those. Let me move this. That's those 3 little buttons right there. Those will give you some additional options as well. Browser tools. So we talk about hyperlinks. So you see, like the little, it looks like it's blue, like hyperlink. You just click on that and it takes you somewhere because they put a link there to take you to a different website. So that's a section of text, image, icon, link to a specific web page or image, automatically goes to a linked web page. When you're web searching in Chrome, you have your desktop icon on the taskbar, right? Type in www.google.com followed by enter. Titled by the hyperlink. So you put that in there, boom, it comes up. In Bing, desktop icon on taskbar, bing.com, then enter. And obviously we were, having our discussion about who uses Bing, who uses Google, who uses DuckDuckGo. If you ever even heard of DuckDuckGo until I, mentioned it. Similar to Google, however, to the right are related searches, right? So you have Ask, like Ask Jeeves, went out a long time ago. Yahoo, AOL, some people use it. I'll tell you, I use Google, right? I don't think I'll be switching anytime soon. Back in the day, you might have used Ask Jeeves some here and there. Might use Yahoo with the email, but did try Bing out for a little bit, but for my purposes, I'm sticking with Google. But don't let that change or make you biased in terms of which one you like. It just works better for me. Identifying search results. So open Chrome, change search keywords. More zeros in Google means more results, right? Yeah, so just like that. And you see all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. Those are all the different results. If you say hamburgers, you're going to get a whole bunch of results. If you say hamburgers with anchovies in Southern California and Huntington Beach, then you're going to get a less results. So bonus search tool. So right arrow near the browser, right there. Next tab. Right, so you can go over to next, and your previous tab goes back that way. All right, and if a lot of you guys haven't noticed, like on Google, they always have those designs or different things for the day or the week, or whatever. Click on one of those one day and see what it does. It's quite interesting. Opening search results. So open Google search after you enter. You have all these options. So you have all. You want to see everything. You want to see images. So I now want to see pictures. Then I want to see news. Right. So if I typed in Rihanna, then I want to see everything about her. And then I want to see images of her. Then I want to see news about her. Then I want to see videos, which probably come up her, a music video, shopping, maybe she's selling purses, and then more, right? So you have all these different options from there, from no matter what you put in. And if you don't think that's true, just go and do a Google search, and that's what you'll see will come up. You come up with a lot of different options. Now, if you go straight to YouTube, right, and you put in a person's name, right, then their videos are going to come up. It's not going to come up with some writing that they did, because specifically you're in YouTube to view and look at videos. Adjusting search parameters, so operations and enter marketing and services, right? So first I put marketing, I get 1 million. Then I put marketing and services, then I get 500,000. Narrows my search. Or marketing or services, right? So that's going to make my search more expansive, and more responses than and then not. So you want to enter marketing, not services. So I want marketing, not services. That's going to limit it even more, and you're going to get less search results. Also continued for adjusting more parameters. So you have a Boolean modifier, so used in search phrase to modify search results. You have quotation marks. You get less responses with those as well. Asterisks, when you don't know the exact wording, sometimes they call it like a wildcard search. That's what they do in a lot of databases that you use for work. And then parentheses, what is read first, right? Just like a math problem, what is completed first. Image searches, and then we already went over this, but enter in text on Google, click images, extra images, image category, narrow the focus, additional category, it gets you more options. Safe search, filters explicit images, which is always good for the kids. Search image, search by image camera button, right? So there are all kind of different options. Google's done a great job of understanding what people want and what they are, or typing, what they're searching for, probably because they're keeping your information, and then applying that back to help you in what you're looking for, which is, some people are very, very happy about. So at the end of each one of these PowerPoint presentations, you're going to see a quick review. These are kind of the questions that you want to ask yourself prior to your reading. So you have it kind of in your head what you're looking for, and then definitely prior to taking your quiz. So what are the 3 main browsers used to access the internet? Right. So we already went over those. That you got your Safari, Firefox. You got you got Firefox. You've got Google. You also got Internet Explorer, Edge, what they've transitioned to, but you can still access Internet Explorer through some other ways. What are the basic navigation tools used in a browser? How do you perform a web search using 2 different search engines, right? Still same, not always the same path, but you're trying to get to the same destination. Can you correctly identify the number of results from each search? How do you open the first web search engine result? And you got to be careful, because some of those are actual ads, and they pay for search engine optimization, so those ads can get up to the top. Are you now able to add additional parameters to the web search? We just talked about that, and or. Can you identify changes to the search results when you put in those modifications? And how do you perform a web search for an image? And like I said, if you just put in Google and it says all and then about, then you just right there, you can just go straight to images, and it'll have it for you right there. So that's it for chapter 2. Just like I said, in chapter 1, make sure that you read the entire chapter. Make sure you watch the supplemental video. Make sure, obviously, if you're seeing this, you watch the lecture, and then just make sure you're thorough in everything prior to taking your quiz, because we want you to make sure that you're familiar with everything prior to getting there with the time limit, and having to answer some questions that are worth some points. So that's it for chapter 2. As always, please feel free to email me if you need any assistance. And I want you all to continue to have a great week and do great in this semester.